Company mentions on Twitter. 3 amazing methods make it easy. If you belong to the e-commerce industry, it is not surprising that you may use the power of social media platforms like Twitter to monitor company mentions on Twitter. By making Twitter part of your marketing strategy, you need to be cleverer in using this platform so that it becomes easier for you to attract more audience to your campaigns. For example, you can consider the company mentions on Twitter to draw the attention or call the attention of another Twitter account. Company mentions on Twitter are searchable, which means that users will be able to search for all your mentions. Track Twitter mentions for company results when Twitter users mention your company on their account. You will receive a notification when these company mentions on Twitter are posted. If you mention a particular company account, which they find beneficial to them, they will retweet your post. If you find a company mentions effective in improving your brand awareness, you need to be familiar with how users can actually mention your company on their accounts. In fact, there are 3 ways they can do it. 1. Hashtags for company mentions on Twitter. A hashtag is a very common way how people can mention your company or brand on Twitter, most especially if your brand is popular. However, you will not receive a notification if someone mentions your company in a hashtag. That is because people prefer using different hashtags containing your company name. 2. Brand mentions on Twitter. Brand mentions are when people mention your brand or company name without the @username. This practice is common when someone comments about your company or tweets a link to a blog post from your website. Again, you will not be notified because the Twitter views are in the form of text. 3. @username. This is a way of company mention on Twitter when the user is using the @sign, which is immediately followed by the Twitter handle. Here, you will be able to receive a Twitter notification that someone has mentioned your company depending on your settings. What are the best practices for this type of social media activity? Once you utilized company mentions on Twitter wisely, it can lead you to increased brand exposure. If you want to draw or attract the attention of the followers and users of a particular account, make sure that you are in the right context. One of the effective ways to mention your brand is by sharing your blog posts discussing the use of various social media management tools. For example, if the article is mentioning Hootsuite, then you need to add a Hootsuite to your tweet to make it more effective. That is because the social media management tool will find it valuable to their brand while making it helpful to their followers. Conclusion: through company mentions on Twitter, you will be able to find a valuable strategy to strengthen your brand awareness, as well as improve your relationship with your followers and customers. However, make sure to use effective practices to ensure that your company will experience the benefits of social media marketing. Monitor your mentions on Twitter today with Twilert. Are you or your team spending a lot of time manually checking your Twitter account daily? If so, do the math. How many hours a week are they spending, and could their time be put to more profitable use?